All right, hi everybody. I'm gonna do just a quick video here. I wanted to show you guys in real time because a lot of people moan about Kane just being, can't kill him. He's just too good. He costs a lot. He's the highest cost hero in the game. He takes the longest to produce, and I believe he's one of the highest heroes in the tech tree. I think he is the highest hero in the tech tree, or maybe tied with Tank Commander. Um, I'm not 100% sure, but you have to check it. So what I've done is I've put a lot of factions on here, given them all upgrades. Okay, so it's an even playing field. I put him to level 6 even, so he has a lot more HP. We're gonna give him all the armor buffs. Okay, so right now we've got SM as a demo here. So you can see, not the, let's just save it. Yeah, not great damage, but I wanted to show, very simple, like, if you did rights, there's a couple ways you can really, what the hell? Okay, I need to figure out why it's not letting me. All right, so this combo, okay, I gotta leave my debug up, I think.
Assault Marines here.
So say you did melted bombs. These are just 2. Okay, this is Alright, just giving you a little example, but like this is a level 6 Khaine with as much sort of armor you can. I mean, this is the melted bomb strategy. So, I mean, if you can get, let's put him back at full health. Basically, if you can get 3 melted bombs on him, I believe that just flat out kills him with this combination. Let's see, 1, 2, and we'll give this one more melted bomb. Okay, so practically 2 HP. So it's not, I wouldn't say it's impossible to get, if Khaine advances really forward, if you're SM, especially if you have a Razorback with 2 tacticals in it, you have more flexibility to maybe get behind Khaine a bit. If you do assault marines, obviously you have move jump, so you can easily get into those hexes. But with chaplain, with the buff, we could see without the buff, but pretty much 3 meltas are gonna come. I mean, if it's a level 6 Khaine, if it's a lower level, then so this is like without without the buff from chaplain, so a little bit less damage.
Awaiting instructions. Assault squad charging.
But let's see if you did 4 melted bombs without chaplain. Okay, so I mean, you just gotta sneeze on him. But with the chaplain, it looks like you could probably kill him with 3 melted bombs. And if that's a level 6 Khaine, okay, level 6 Khaines have a lot more health. But again, that's reasonable. I mean, this is a big investment for this unit. Another thing that people fail to forget, you literally could just do this, and it's not expensive influence-wise. You just need to build a hero. Buy a blind grenade, literally just 30 influence. You throw a blind grenade on Khaine. It's for 2 turns. Look at that damage from Khaine, and this is Khaine with a concealed weapon on. Like, he's doing, well, killing 1 model. So, I mean, 2 turns gives you long enough time to focus on the Elder Army. Khaine's not really doing anything, and all you have to do is invest in a blind grenade. If you're playing Tau, you can unlock blind grenades with their infantry, and you can just blind them every turn. But yeah, so that's one way SM could deal with Khaine. I don't think you want to go. You do not want to go. Oh, what's the unit called? Oh, I'm drawing a blank. Dreadnoughts. Reason why you don't want to go Dreadnoughts against Eldar, because if they do go Khaine, you are immune to the melted weapon. So you're doing okay. Well, it's not great. 6.9.
Yes, my lord.
I mean, compare that with a melted bomb, 9.2. You do a lot more damage. But yeah, I wouldn't bother. Pred tanks would be. I mean, if you really want to go mech versus Eldar, which I wouldn't recommend because of Khaine, you could do like mixed build maybe. But yeah, tanks would be, I think, a better choice. I mean, it's less damage. I mean, of course, if they go in closer, do a little bit more damage. But again, not the best. Again, I think it's like a rock, paper, scissors. You really, against Eldar, I think you want to focus more on infantry. Maybe one armory or two to get maybe Razorbacks, more mobility for your melted bombs and positioning. The other thing I wanted to talk about is the Armor Sentinel. Just to show you how ridiculous Armor Sentinels are. Because they are a lot better. Let's see, Armored Sentinels. These are a custom unit. What? But my main point. Wait, I think it's this one. My main point is, these are range 3. So what I was explaining on the forum is, if you're playing AM mech build, they're gonna have engineers, tech priests. I mean, that's just, it's like peanut butter and jam. You cannot not build engineers when you're doing mech build with AM. Where are the tech priests? There they are. Okay. So with tech priests, they're gonna do this. They're gonna have buffed up mech units. Then you combine their Hammer of Wrath, 5.6. So you can see that's way better than, just Predator tanks. The fact is range 3. Their HP is almost the same as, it's a few HP shy than Predator tanks. They cost less, I think. No, same price. But they have, they can get these upgrades. But you can see, okay, it's double the damage. Almost double the damage in Predator tanks at range 3. But you can easily have 4 or 5 of these, but like, this is 4 shots. Look, Khaine's almost dead. I mean, Khaine comes out, you gotta remember, Khaine comes out turn 35, turn 35 to 40 in that kind of range. You're gonna have an army. It's not like you're gonna have only 2 units to try to fight Khaine. So there are units that have really good. I don't think they should get rid of Armor Sentinels per se. I just think range 3 seems a little bit too good for this unit. Like, it's like a Devastator shot that can move around. Range 3. You can see that. That's all I'm saying. I think just range 2 would make it, I think, more on pair with other units. But the big thing, guys, it's just getting a hero and picking up a blind grenade. I mean, that's gonna you could pick up 2 blind grenades for 60 influence. That is gonna literally make Khaine, he's blinded right now. He's not gonna be able to do anything. The thing is, Eldar's army is generally smaller. if they go for a hero army with heroes. So you nullify that power surge, and then your army's bigger than Eldar, and you can focus on Eldar's army. What other race? Well, I talked about Tau. Another thing too, like Khaine is not super great versus infantry. So he, even if you don't want to go the blinding route, just lots of guardsmen. Like I'll show you the damage. Like a commissar. And Khaine is very strong. I'm not denying that, but what I see is a lot of times players don't prepare for Khaine, and then they complain and moan about it. And all I'm saying is that there are some options to give you a fighting chance. I'm not saying you're gonna win, but if you just go old tanks, yes, you're gonna get crushed. I mean, Khaine eats tanks for breakfast. What was I gonna do? Oh yeah, I was gonna show you, I think the commas are right. Wanted to show this Tempest. Where are they? Yeah, Scions. Okay, so this is another crazy unit that could just dominate Khaine. This is like, look, these units. I mean, he's blinded right now, but he can't one-shot these huge infantry squads. Like, he gets bogged down. But if it's even more crazy when you go Commissar. Commissar. And you could go mech into Tank Commander, too. And just get a blind grenade. And Khaine is, like, not even a... Lord Commissar, I think that's under... All right. So anyways. All right. So we go bring it down. I think it's the crack grenades. Yeah, so the crack grenades. The thing with guardsmen, like you have two, they're cheap, you know. Two of these guys brought it down to half health, and I mean this is a level 6 armored up Khaine. Now I will say this, okay, the way Eldar can kind of neutralize some of these stronger matchups. So if
yes, my lord. Our faith is our
all right, so this one is these aren't buff. Okay, so you can see, let's 9.2, 6.3. Temporary shield will give him a little bit better chance first. So it went from 9.2 to 7.5. So yeah, I mean that's how you kind of make Khaine work against the melted bomb threat. You just got to pop these temporary shields. You still take a lot of damage, but not you know, not almost 10 points of damage. But again, it's only for 2 turns. But again, blind grenade. There's options there. What else was I gonna say? Like it's one unit, guys. The thing that the games that I win with Khaine is when I'm allowed to delete a unit per turn with Khaine. If I'm not deleting a unit per turn with Khaine, he's just a very expensive hero that took a long time to produce. Maybe the only good thing is he can zone a bit, but that's about it. Like, so the games that I win a lot of time with Khaine, they're usually against people that like to focus on just tanks, dreadnoughts, just armor stuff, or they don't go heroes with blind grenades or stun grenades. They don't use melta bomb when they have that option, because melta bomb, like this troop is literally 30 rec, 2 upkeep. Okay, it's not expensive. You can have lots of the like we showed. If you did chaplain, it's about 3 melta bombs. If you do without a chaplain, it's like 4 melta bombs. But again, You can even throw Devastators in there.
Readjusting aim for maximum.
So, I mean, Temporary Shield is gonna make them like I would say is that's like the wild card, right? Again, but that cost like you gotta understand, Eldar does not have a huge amount of influence. Like they're gonna be limited to what they can put on Khaine. If Khaine can get concealed bracers, vest, temporary shield, he probably can't. Most games you can't go more heroes than that. You're just stuck with Khaine. So you know it's kind of, and sometimes you can't even get all that. So it's only if you got a lot of influence. Gotta go to work soon here, but I think zones actually do quite a bit of damage because zones bypass Khaine's armor. So if you did Lance, yeah, it's almost 10. It's like melt bomb damage. And then, you know, you could, instead of blinding him, you can accuracy debuff him for 2 turns. What else? So like my strategy for, if I had to go versus Khaine, okay, 1, you need some type of units that can deal DPS to him. Or 2, you need to debuff him somehow. Or go with units where he cannot one-shot them, okay? So infantry is your best bet against Khaine. Heroes, again, heroes can do a blind grenade. Or if you want to go for like the ultimate kill on Khaine, get a stun grenade. Khaine with the stun grenade just sits there. Can't attack, can't do nothing. A lot of Eldar players, like, okay, I played a lot of Eldar, so I'm fairly cautious with my Khaine. And I usually use my, I try to back up Khaine as much as I can with my armies. Not every Eldar player that plays this game is smart with their Khaine. A lot of it's just like I know the matchups and I know when it's safe to put Khaine where and there. Sometimes, okay, if Khaine pops a temporary shield, he's on an outpost, you just have to back away. You have to wait 2 turns. If you don't have a blind grenade, if you want to try to kill Khaine, you have to wait for your opportunity to catch him, okay? The thing is, if Khaine goes down, that pretty much is going to put you in the position to win. A very high chance. Because with Eldar, a lot of their armor hate comes from Khaine. Wave Serpents are not going to take out tanks. Wave Serpents are more support, zoners, bullet sponges. Fire Prisms are decent, but they only get really good once you get the upgrades and you get an Angel out. Then they become a little more threatening. So really, like, you know, Khaine and Fire Dragons and perhaps, what you call them, Warlocks. Those are your only like anti-hero, anti-armor units. So there's not a whole lot to choose from. But the fact is, you know, with Eldar, you can't go both those units like maximum throttle. You have to kind of pick one group and then a little bit of the other group. Like you can't. So, yeah, that's all I can say about that. I mean, I know it's a hot topic with Khaine. Should he get nerfed? I mean, this is what I feel about it. His upkeep is literally 6 food, 9 influence. He costs the highest production hero in the game. I think he's the highest cost hero in the game. One of the highest tech units in the game. And you want to nerf him. You nerf him. There's ways to neutralize him quite easy. Either just by going infantry, blind grenade, hero, stun grenade, melted bomb. If you had enough devastators, you just stun him and he's dead. Like you could just like toe up on him with devastators. Yes, you're gonna lose if you're dumb and you just keep building dreadnoughts or tanks and dreadnoughts. That's Khaine's matchup. He wants to face that type of matchup. So I think the problem is you have a lot of A lot of players kind of, they don't want to change their tactics that much. Um, I'm not saying Kane is not powerful. He's extremely powerful, but so is a lot of other heroes in the game. Necron Lords can give armor 2 to their whole army. And if you do 2 Lords, that's practically for the rest of the game. In a way, I would rather have that than Kane, to be honest with you. Because Kane can be countered quite easy. I want to show you one more thing before I go to work. Sky Race. Now we did temporary shield. So, I mean, Kane's like, this is the most armor you can get on Kane. Where's Sky Race? Oh. Devilfish. Sky Ray. Green. So I have no pity for people that I have no pity for people. Okay, this is taking too long. Let me just Fire Warrior. Yeah, that build. So here's what I'm saying. You shouldn't go for an alpha strike when Kane pops temporary shield up. Okay. Like I said, you have blind grenades right here. Okay. Yes, I know. Like, okay, this is a good example of showing you this is ineffective. Okay. Temporary shield with all the armor and the upgrade for armor. Your Sky Rays are not doing. I mean, okay, fine. You got him down to half health, but like literally, what do you expect? I mean, temporary shield, all the armor. Yes, you're not gonna alpha strike Kane probably with the Sky Ray strategy. Without temporary shield, I think you've got him. You can alpha strike him. But again, I mean, you have access to blind grenades. So again, you could blind them, then just kill the Elder Army, and then you kill Kane. That's but my point is, you can't. You got to give Elder some tools, some utility here. Again, what Elder has Shining Spears and Wave Serpents. Okay. They Shining Spears are decent, but against Tau, you got Crew Hounds that could deal with them. You got a couple other units. So, Eldar needs something to say to keep other factions at their toes. But you take away Kane, you're very limited to your options, and it's hard to do mixed builds with Elder in the early game. You got to kind of specialize and then branch into your units. But yeah, that's all I wanted to show today. The thing is, the developers have Kane in the game, okay? Whether everyone wants to see Kane nerf, and again, I think you guys should play Eldar. Before you say nerf Kane, I challenge people to play Eldar and build Kane and see how easy it is. And if you go up against someone that knows a little bit how to deal with Kane, I guarantee you won't have the same thought, because this is the most expensive hero, one of the highest tech heroes, costs the longest to produce, and if you neutralize him with stun, blind grenade, he's literally doing nothing on the battlefield. Okay, so again, this hero is not coming out early like a Chaos Lord, early like a War Boss. This hero comes out by the time you have a decent army. Okay, so I don't know. Am I open to nerfing Kane? I mean, if everybody wants him nerfed, fine. I probably wouldn't play Elder as much, because I feel like they have very little options to deal with a lot of different things without Kane. If you don't have high power, you can't go Warlocks. If you don't have high food, you can't go infantry. So it's nice to have Khaine there as a unit that can deal with certain builds, right? And Eldar can get siege. Okay, this is going into my last thought. Their bases are very susceptible to being siege. So that's where when you have someone like Demos that wants to do all-in tank rushes, okay, if you can get Khaine out, then Demos loses the game, okay? If Khaine could come out and he's facing dreads and tanks only, and he's got his items, yeah, the SM player will lose that battle because Khaine can just one-shot everything every single turn. And